I was recently asked if I realized I was out of touch with the American public with regard to the election results of 2024. My immediate answer was that there was some kind of influence at work that I was indeed out of touch with, but it may take a bit of time to put my finger on it. I knew what the issues were. However, the election results didn't align in a way that suggested I was entirely wrong about the concerns of voters. How did Kari Lake lose in Arizona's Senate race when she represents what Trump, who won his race for the presidency, stands for? Why did measures to protect abortion pass in 7 out of 10 states, but Democrats, who stand for those rights, lose all 3 branches of government that would have given them the power to protect those rights nationwide? This election was weird, to say the least. Was I out of touch with something? Indeed I was. Looking back now, it's clear where I went wrong. I underestimated, or more precisely failed to account for the velocity of information. There's likely a mathematical formula for this, but for now I'll have to settle for this explanation. Consider the following statements. 1. Information can be either true or false. 2. False information travels 6 times faster than true information. 3. People have limited time. 4. False information is cheap, while true information is expensive. 5. While all politicians lie, the Democratic Party's politicians lie fairly infrequently and often to escape a losing situation in an argument. But to the Republican Party, lies are the foundation of their win-at-all-cost strategy, largely attributed to Newt Gingrich, and it's a feature, not a bug. Consider these examples of right-wing lies that spread on the falsehood Super Express train. The Dems want to take your guns. The Dems will allow public schools to perform gender reassignment surgeries on your kids. The 2020 election was rigged. COVID-19 vaccines are dangerous and cause testicle shrinkage. With regard to the media, both left-leaning and right-leaning outlets tell untruths. Again, the left-leaning outlets have a better adherence to journalistic integrity. As far as standard reporting goes, the right-leaning outlets do not, and have paid dearly in defamation suits because they do not. But when it comes to editorials, everything changes. The left-leaning editorials start with premises that are true and build false narratives. For example, Trump said there are good people on both sides, which is true, therefore he is a Nazi lover, which is false. The right-leaning editorials do not discriminate against false premises and will build a false narrative out of whichever serves their purpose best. For instance, there were more votes than voters in Minnesota, which is false, therefore the election was rigged, which is also false. It didn't matter what was true. The reality is that speed has become the critical factor in shaping political discourse. Lies spread quickly, within days, while the truth, even when proven, takes months or even years to unravel. Falsehoods are cheap to produce and quick to disseminate. They fuel engagement and foster debate for months, which is my 4th statement I made above. False is cheap and fast. Just make something outrageous up and set it free. It will drive engagement and debate for weeks or months. The truth, on the other hand, requires time, resources and effort to investigate, and when it is revealed it doesn't carry the same emotional charge as a salacious lie. Worse yet, it won't generate the same level of engagement on social media. So what was I out of touch with? It wasn't the issues themselves, it was the realization that the power of falsehoods and their rapid spread could be so effective. The Democratic Party was simply ill-prepared for this. While Democrats have occasionally strayed into the realm of misinformation, their attempts have often backfired, lacking the precision and coordination seen on the right. The GOP, however, has perfected the art of mass misinformation, a machine that runs smoothly and efficiently, indifferent to whether the lies are eventually disproven. By the time the truth comes out, no one cares, and the cost of debunking those lies is exorbitant. Now it's time for the left to stop fighting this battle. The election is over. Rather than continue to argue or attempt to debunk right-wing misinformation, the best course of action may be to let these worldviews play out. Who knows? Maybe they were right about vaccines being dangerous, climate change not being real. Maybe it'll solve the border problems to do mass deportations and to send Haitians legally working in Springfield back to Haiti. Maybe women do need Trump's protection whether they like it or not. And dismantling the Department of Education will do wonders for kids and their future earning potential. Maybe deregulation will be great for the economy and have little or no impact on the environment, and removing fluoride from drinking water will improve public health. These are things we'll find out over the next 4 years, because that's how slowly the truth moves.